Jamaica is an island that speaks to the world through vibrations. For decades, that vibration was reggae. It was the sound of the sufferer, the voice of the Rasta man, and a spiritual message of one love that conquered the globe. It was medicine. It was prayer. But walk through the streets of Kingston today, and you won't hear the gentle one-drop rhythm of 1975. Instead, you'll hear the aggressive, digital, and hyperkinetic pulse of dancehall. It is raw, it is loud, and it is unapologetic. To the purists, dancehall is a poison, a loud, violent departure from the spirituality that made Jamaican music sacred. To the youth, reggae is a museum piece of sound of the past that doesn't reflect the harsh reality of modern survival. Today, we ask the ultimate question: is dancehall killing reggae, or is it simply the natural evolution of an island's soul? Welcome to the war for Jamaica's identity. To understand this war, we have to understand what reggae originally represented. Reggae was born out of the struggle for African identity. It was tied to the Rastafari faith. When Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Burning Spear sang, they weren't just making music, they were delivering sermons. This Roots era was about levity, the idea of rising above the system. The lyrics were about Jah, repatriation, and the dismantling of Babylon. It gave Jamaica a holy image. But in 1985, the sound changed. The drum kits were replaced by Casio keyboards. The spirituality was replaced by slackness, lyrics about money, sex, and street dominance. This was the birth of the digital dancehall era. Suddenly, the Roots elders felt pushed out. The youth didn't want to hear about repatriation anymore. They wanted to hear about the now. The gap began to widen. The temple of reggae was being turned into a dance club. The critics of dancehall are vocal and passionate. Their argument is simple. Reggae built Jamaica's global reputation, and dancehall is tearing it down. They argue that reggae is timeless, while dancehall is disposable. Think about it. A Bob Marley song written 50 years ago still feels relevant today. A dancehall song written 3 months ago is often forgotten by next week. The critics claim that by focusing on fast music, Jamaica is losing its artistic depth. Then there is the morality argument. Roots reggae preached unity. Dancehall often celebrates the gunman, culture, and extreme materialism. Elders argue that this shift has contributed to the rising violence in Jamaican society. They believe the music has lost its healing property and has become a soundtrack for the very Babylon system that Bob Marley tried to fight. Music is a spirit, they say, and if you kill the spirit, you kill the culture. But wait, before we judge, we have to hear the other side. If you ask a youth from the inner city communities of Trenchtown or Spanish Town, they will tell you that dancehall is the truth. They argue that reggae has become a tourist product, while Europeans and Americans pay hundreds of dollars to see Roots bands at festivals. The people living in the ghettos of Kingston are living a different reality. They aren't living in a one-love paradise, they are living in a struggle for survival. Dancehall is the newspaper of the ghetto. It talks about the hustle. It talks about the desire to escape poverty. When Vybz, Kartel, or Pop can sing, they are reflecting the energy of the streets right now. Furthermore, dancehall has kept Jamaica relevant. While Roots reggae is beloved, dancehall is what influences modern pop, Afrobeat, and reggaeton. Without the foundations of dancehall, there would be no Drake, no Burna Boy, and no Rihanna. Dancehall isn't killing the culture. It is the only thing keeping Jamaican culture dominant in the global charts. In the last decade, a new movement has emerged to try and stop the war. It's called the Reggae Revival. Artists like Chronixx, Protoje, and the Grammy-winning Coffee have found a way to bridge the gap. They have the conscious lyrics of the Roots era, but they use the hard, heavy beats of the dancehall era. They are proving that you don't have to choose between spirituality and energy. This movement suggests that reggae isn't being killed, it's being recoded by blending the old and the new. These artists are trying to heal the soul of Jamaica. They are bringing the roots back to the dance. So, is dancehall killing reggae? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. Music is like a river. It must flow to stay alive. If it stays in one place, it becomes stagnant. Reggae provided the foundation, the soul. Dancehall provides the heartbeat, the survival. Jamaica's soul is not a static thing. It is a constant battle between the temple and the street, between the priest and the hustler. As long as that battle continues, the music remains alive. Reggae might not be the dominant sound on the radio in Kingston today, but its DNA is inside every dancehall track ever recorded, and dancehall might be loud and chaotic, but it is the raw energy that keeps the world looking toward that small island in the Caribbean. What do you think? Has dancehall gone too far? Or is it exactly what Jamaica needs today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that needs everyone's voice. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Reggae Roots for more deep dives into the music that moves the world. One love, respect, and keep the music playing.